Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to take a very quick look at the game Nowhere to Go. This game is for 2 players, ages 8 and up, and the average play time is about 15 minutes. In this game, both players will be assuming the role of spies, who will be trying to capture the other spy before the other player does the same to them. Let's just take a quick moment to look at the components and see how the game is played. As far as the components are concerned, you've got this hexagonal game board that is made up of spaces, which are these round things here, and bridges, which are these narrow little passageways here. Over here on the right, you have these little gray pieces. These are called bridge blockers. They simply fit right over top these bridges here on the board. Finally, you have 2 spy pieces. Each player will have one that they'll be moving around the board. To set up the game, each player will take a spy and place it on one of the 2 raised platforms. There's one here and one over here. And these raised platforms really don't do anything during the course of the game. They just simply serve as the starting locations that players will be utilizing at the beginning of the game. After that, each player will randomly place 4 of these bridge blockers onto the board. However, they are not permitted to place a bridge blocker adjacent to the starting locations. So not here, here, or not here, here, or here. Now before I go any further, I just want to quickly note that it is possible to trap player 2 into a bad position right from the beginning by quote-unquote randomly placing these 4 bridge blockers in a specific way. So I would recommend only placing, say, 3 or 2. If, let's say, green starts off the game, if green randomly, quote-unquote randomly, places 4 of these bridge blockers in this particular position, and then on the first move moves here, this pretty much just cuts red off completely. So yeah, I would highly recommend, instead of following the rulebook and placing 4 of these bridge blockers randomly, I would recommend only placing 2. It'll make the game a little bit longer, but it'll prevent player 1 from just completely screwing over player 2. Now, just to keep with the manual, I went ahead and randomly placed 4 of these bridge blockers for each player. And basically, at this point, players will decide on who goes first. And on a player's turn, what they'll do is they'll move their spy to any valid location and then place one of the bridge blockers onto the board anywhere they want, including the bridges next to the starting location. To move a spy, you just simply have to follow the path anywhere you want. The spy is not permitted to move through a bridge blocker, nor is a spy permitted to move through the enemy spy. So if this player here wanted to move here, he could, because there is a clear path there. If the player wanted to move down here, he could, because there's a clear path along the top and along down like so. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Players will continue taking turns, moving their spy, and placing one of the bridge blockers onto the board, until it comes to a point where one player is unable to move their spy at all on their turn. In fact, that's actually the goal of the game. You're going to be trying to basically block the enemy player from moving at all during their turn. If you manage to do that, you win the game. In this case, the green spy, let's just assume for the moment that it is his turn, will go ahead and move his spy up here like so. And for his bridge blocker placement, he'll go ahead and put one here. Now, because this spy did that, there is a blocker here, and a blocker over here. And the spy also serves as a blocker because the enemy cannot move through him. Now, in this case, it is now red's turn, and red is not able to move anywhere. Because of that fact, green would win this game. Now, just to quickly illustrate, Vinny and I are going to go ahead and play a practice game. Vinny is the red spy, and I am the green spy. To save on time, we've already placed our 4 blockers each randomly on the board. So with that said, Vinny, you can go ahead and take the first move. So you're going to move there? Alright, now you can place the blocker anywhere you want. Alright, I will jump here and place one there. Alright, trying to hem me in. Alright, I will do this. Alright, I will head up there and let's do that. You're just jumping all over the place.
I would do it.
Alright, I'm going to have to weasel my way down this way, and I will place a blocker here. Alright. I'm running out of options over here. Alright, I will go there. I'm hemming you in, pal. You're trying to keep me out. I see what you're doing. Alright, now I gotta survive longer than you, that's all. Somehow. Alright, we'll go there, and I will put a blocker. Oh, jeez. There. Yeah. I recommend you put one right there.
No.
Why not? It's a perfect move.
I'm gonna block you now.
Alright,
You're almost out.
I'll move there and there. Good game, good game. As you can see, he has nowhere to go. He's surrounded on all sides. Good game.
Good game.
And there you have it. That's just a very brief look at the game Nowhere to Go. You can check out my review at www.dadsgamingaddiction.com, or you can simply click on the link in the below description. That'll take you there as well. This is Vince and Vinny Jr. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.